guys, welcome back to Random Thoughts. I am the D Marie, and we are here with my good friend Kia. Hello, Kia.
Hello.
So, we were talking about, well, first of all, happy belated birthday. I know I said it on the day, but I want to say it again. And with my birthday coming right around the corner, too.
Happy birthday!
Right? Like, we're growing in age, grace, and beauty. I thought a good conversation would be growth, not just our physical, but mental. You were talking about all the changes and growth you were seeing lately. Let's talk about it. Okay, so for me, I feel like every time I have a birthday, that's like New Year's to me. It's a new year, new chapter, because it's a new year of me. It's about, I flipped the page. I'm ending chapter 42. I'm moving on to chapter 43. Here we go. And for me, I'm always about what growth, what changes have I made this year. And I want to say that one of the biggest changes I've noticed about myself is okay, so a little change because you've already seen how hard I am on myself, but I've become less hard on myself in that, like, at the beginning of the year when I set my goals and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm trying to do, this is where I'm trying to go. If I don't 100% get there, I'm not beating myself up about it anymore. I'm like, we gave it a good try, we worked really hard, and we're going to work on it again next year. It's not that big a deal, it's okay. It really is. You're human. So I've been working on me becoming human.
That's the best thing you can ever do.
Yeah.
Because
I'm trying.
remembering that you are human and not an alien is.
I mean, no one can be Superman. We were born on this planet.
Growth for me has just been more conscientious about what I'm putting in my body and how I'm actually interacting with you, even though I am a diesel little 5'4" person who has a 5'9" personality. I am been more conscientious about that.
Yeah.
Growth for me has also been watching my son grow, and just growing in parenting and showing that I don't have to be a product of what I grew up and my experiences of how I was raised.
Yeah.
And just changing my outlook about that, doing things that are more productive for him.
Let me just say,
Yeah.
that's one thing I love about parenting, that we grow with our children. Like, as we're teaching them, we are growing up ourselves and learning new things about ourselves. And
we raised each other at this point.
Exactly. We're raising them and we're raising ourselves, and they're teaching us by just being them. I love it.
Like, and I feel like because I am just by myself and it's just me and him, because it's always be me and him against the world, regardless of if his dad's in the picture or not. But fuck that nigga. Anyway, I say what I say. So me and him against the world. Like, literally, I have grown in a way that I didn't think I was going to grow, because I had an idea of how I was going to raise my kid, and I had an idea of how I was going to do stuff and how I was going to do. But life has a funny way of, like, throwing that curveball on, like, you can't hit this, And so now I'm doing things that's the opposite, or doing things that where if I saw somebody else do it, I would be judging them because that wasn't the way I thought, or I figured you should be teaching your child, and that's actually now the way I'm teaching my child, and it's become such a productive thing. Knock on wood, a productive thing for our household right this second, because I can see his change.
Yeah.
Like, my goal and my prayer, and it's not even my goal, my prayer, really, honestly, truly, is that my son becomes an emotionally, mentally, and physically intelligent person. Yeah. That's my prayer. Yeah. But my prayer is for him to be emotionally regulated, because as a black man in this world who already have odds stuck against them and struck against them, and having the fact that they don't even think that mental health should be a priority for them, because black men have more mental issues than a lot of black women and a lot of women in general have, because they're a hunted species. They're a hunted demographic.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that there's a lot of things that ride on their backs and they feel like they can't express and they can't talk because that comes from a deep rooted, like, systematic racism, trauma in the bloodline, generational curses of just, oh yeah, you can't talk about it, you just gotta hold it down, or you just gotta do all this, just being a man, like all this stuff compiled, and it's so it's so overwhelming to actually see it. But I want my son to know that he doesn't have to be that statistic.
Yeah.
And he's not that. And that's my prayer is for him to be emotionally adjusted, and he knows that he can grow and he can express his emotions and still be validated and still be looked at as a man and still be integral to his community and still have integrity and not be less than.
Yes.
And like I see parts of it and how he's interacting with not only like me, interacting with his dad, which was a point of contention, and it's still a point of contention, but it's like he's actively working on it, and what's that? It's readjusting and reprogramming his thinking, and so like watching it in real time and seeing it, and him being more aware of himself and how he's talking and what he's doing and how it affects the things around. Like watching it is so amazing. Because what boy at 15 is going to be like, you know what, Mom, I'm sorry. After you were wrong. Because boys are always loud, strong, and wrong. And they are never, they don't like being told that they were wrong.
Yeah.
But, and not even days after, and not even hours after. Like it was maybe 30 minutes after he apologized.
I love it.
After, but that also to state the growth in me, instead of me just yelling and just like fuck this shit and flipping everything over and getting mad and just not and shutting down, me growing also means allowing myself to hear him, validate his concerns, validate his feelings, but also putting my boundaries up and stating, well, I didn't like the way you said it. There's going to be a consequence behind this. And stating, okay, because there's a consequence behind what you said, yeah, this is why I'm doing this. And explaining it and just like, okay, because I don't want to be that mom that just whoops you. Oh, you said something off kilter to me. Let me beat your ass. Go to your room. I ain't got to explain nothing to you because I don't like it. I feel disrespected. That's all you need to know. No. Tell your child why you feel this way. Tell your child why you feel disrespected. Tell your child this is what's going to happen because of this of said disrespect, and then follow through with it. Now it hurts because it hurt me. It hurt me to stand on business, but it also allowed him to see that okay, you're not going to treat me. And you can't treat just anybody any type of way because there are going to be consequences. You don't know who might give you the consequence.
Yeah. And
you don't know what type of consequence might happen. Somebody might have fought you over something. You know, so like you have to be conscientious of that. And so like literally he apologized. And I was just like, I love you. You know, and I told him da. And he understood. And it's just having that growth from him helps me to grow. And like I appreciate that. Also, therapy has helped. Let me say that again. Therapy helps. My son has been in therapy for off and on for almost 2 years now. And he's literally benefited from it.
That's so good.
He found one black male therapist, which is a unicorn in itself. And he actually helped him to calm down and regulate his anger and talk to him and like empathize and sympathize with him.
Okay.
That was helpful.
Yeah.
He needed someone to talk about something. Because I remember my son, he met him for the first time, and I remember my son listening to him. Like, I watched him, he was just like, listening to it and actually engaging with him, the first conversation. So I never saw that with anybody else. The second male therapist that now comes to in-home intensive therapy with us, he's talking with him and they're going back and forth and like he's actually opening up. Even with this new male therapist, and that was the first time, and so like it also helps that the male therapist is engaging with my son. And so, but seeing that has been helpful to him and to me.
Yeah.
But therapy has helped.
Oh, I agree. Angel's been in therapy. Gosh, I can't think of how many years, and I love her therapist. Like she doesn't coddle her. She's very like straightforward but not rude. Listens to her and helps Angel because I feel like Angel's biggest issue is getting across what she's thinking and feeling, but using the right words. And she helps her find those words to get out. Now we see her less now because I'm like, you're 19, and like not to say she doesn't need to continue, but like, do you need to go every month? I don't know that we need to go as much as we used to go. But I do, I told her we should at least keep going every quarter for like a check-in. Sometimes you just need to check in. But I agree with you. Therapy is good. I feel like black men for sure need it, and black people, period. Like, we're told from a young age that you should be able to take care of your stuff, and seeing a therapist means that you're, not trying hard. I mean, not me, but
Right.
my mom had me in therapy as a kid. But I did know a lot of black other kids who were told like, black going to therapy is like losing. It's not winning, which is so wrong. I feel like therapy is like maintaining. Like you take a car in to get check in. Sometimes you need to go to therapy to get a check in. I think I agree with you. Therapy is important. I'm so glad you have your son in it. That's awesome. Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for the future holds.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one stage of growth. And growth has also been me actually being more open to, I need to make my house a home. So like, you remember the last time you were at my house?
Mm-hmm. Which is so cozy.
I honestly...
You don't feel cozy at your home?
No, I do.
Okay.
I'm becoming cozy. And there was a time before that I wouldn't make it cozy. I would just have stuff in there. And I would just have things. It would be empty because I saw this today, but I've been thinking about it. I just wasn't comfortable being in the space because it was an unknown or uncertainty if I was still going to be there. And just feeling like I was going to be...
I was just going to say that. Like, did you feel like you moved a lot to the
I
point
moved,
where...
like, things changed so much.
Yeah.
Especially after my mom died. And just, like, housing situations were always never the same. And I never had a spot. And, like, I wasn't really able to keep an apartment because money issues or bad money management or just not being able to have enough money even. And it's just like a lot of this stuff stems from childhood, early adulthood trauma, and just not wanting to be, I don't know, not wanting to be, but not being able to be stable like I wanted to be.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that because, like, I bought this house, right?
Yeah.
I own this house. Well, the bank owns it and I pay them. But still,
Yeah.
I've lived here 7 years, but I moved so much after having Angel. Everything was so unsettled that after living in this house for 2 years, I still wasn't comfortable. Like, there were still boxes packed because it's like...
Still have boxes packed.
Right? It's like, you don't know. Am I going to lose it? Like, I literally would say to myself, what if I lose the house? What if I don't pay the rent? What if I suddenly lose my job? And it wasn't until year 3 that I finally went, okay, Dre, you can relax. You can get out of survival mode. That's it. We live in survival mode for so long that when you're comfortable, finally you're in a stable place, it takes time to actually, like, unclench and get relaxed.
No, because my butt cheeks be clenched, bro. It be clenched. Every month, I'm like, man, this is going to be it.
Yeah.
But
you're doing better.
I went to school. I made sure I found a career that I know not just gonna pay the bills, but I actually like doing.
Yeah.
And I'm good at. I'm so thankful. That growth for me is being able to be better, and like I'm not going back to the way I used to be.
Yeah.
And that mindset of I'm not going backwards. I have to keep growing. And acknowledge my growth. And acknowledge that these things I need to work on. Speaking of which, I think I was telling you about that thing that I was going to tell you about in the car about relationships.
Oh. Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So another aspect of growth for me right this second has been realizing that I thought I was ready. I wasn't ready for a relationship. Realizing now that I am actually ready for a relationship because now I see that I'm becoming more stable and God's allowing these things to line up in my life. And I was like, okay, maybe I was just waiting for things to not be so shaky for me to introduce myself to someone, not realizing that my life could have been shaky and I still deserve the love that I could have had.
Yeah.
And so, like.
But I feel like you're also like me in the control aspect that we can't control other people, but I could at least control myself. And do I want to bring someone into my shakiness?
Exactly. I don't want to bring anybody into my shakiness to be judged about it, but also to like feel like they're obligated to. They're supposed to help me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want that.
Exactly.
I need to be able to stand on my own footing and stand my ground and put my.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Saying, "Hey, I want to show myself." Nobody else, myself. Yeah. I need to prove to myself that I could do this on my own, and I'm not looking for some save-a-hoe. Like I'm good. I got this. I stand on my own feet. You're just an addition to my life. You are not my savior. You are not like I don't need anybody trying to act like they own this.
Or they did anything for me because Fred's father did that.
Yeah.
Fred's father did that, and that's also what perpetuated. Like, I'm not bringing anybody else to say they can hold that against me.
Exactly.
I did this and I did that for you, and you ain't gonna never. No, you're not gonna get. You're not. No, I would never. Because you want a partner, and you want to be the best you can be before you invite that person. I agree with you. I'm in the same place. I noticed, so I go through years, like literal years. I went through the entire pandemic asexual, like nobody, go away. I'm not talking to nobody. And it wasn't until the pandemic was over that I went, okay, I'll start talking to people. And now I'm not talking to people again. I'm just like, go away, don't talk to me, nobody. And you know what I realized? Because I be like having epiphanies here and there. That going through the pandemic, I was going through a lot of like, what was it like? Oh my God, what's it called? Panic attacks. I was constantly having panic attacks because I'm afraid of being closed in. And when they told us we had to stay at home and my car was in the shop, I just felt trapped. It's like, oh my God, I felt trapped. So I was having a panic attack in the beginning. There are people always talking about people dying, making us wear a mask. I was panicking. I didn't want to include anyone in my life in this panicky situation because I don't want to be so vulnerable. That's my problem, being vulnerable and allowing someone to be in my life and feeling like either they're judging me or they don't understand. So I wouldn't invite them in. And now I feel like I'm doing the same thing because I've been going through a lot of health stuff. And instead of just being open to, hey, I can share my life with someone, I'm like, no, let me get my health together and then we can talk. We can talk once I get my health together. Yeah, and that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if you getting your health together is a lifelong journey?
Yeah.
So, like, why not include and allow someone to do that with you?
We had a conversation. I told him, please, can I just have 5 straight years? I know not the rest of my life because I'm going to go old and things are going to break down. But I have been dealing with health issues for so many years back to back to back that I just want 5. Just give me 5. 5 good years of nothing crazy going on. So I got one more surgery to do soon for my gallstones. And I'm just praying, Lord, I know you hear me. Just give me 5. That's all I want. Just 5 more years. 5 good years.
I don't know, man. I want to say, yeah, give me some time to get myself together, but I'm actively getting myself together.
Yeah.
And it would be nice to find someone, because I'm not going to be a finished product.
Yeah. Sure.
And I'm not going to be a finished product when I find someone, you know what I'm saying? Because, marriage and stuff is all that, that's not all promise. Because, I don't want to just be out here throwing this coochie at nobody, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I really, now, which is another point, going back to the talk that we had about sex, the sex talk, and I wasn't told, and I just learned a lot of stuff when I got older. Like, even now, with me being more attuned to my body, my needs, and who I am, like I feel like I got a lot of stuff out of my system, whereas I didn't have the opportunity to understand who I was and what I wanted. And now that I do, and I'm older, I'm like, I really do want to save myself for someone that is for me.
Yeah.
Whereas I was doing it because I thought that was the right thing to do, because I was part of the Christian culture, and it is part of Christianity, sexual more, just keeping yourself. But like I was doing it because I was trying to get in good graces and be good.
Yeah.
Whereas this is actually I want to be good to myself.
Yeah, your your inner goals, beliefs, your belief system, really.
Yes,
like what you want for yourself. I get it.
Yeah, so it's that's been changing, but like I don't want to keep being defensive and keeping these walls up. And I have I'll say this because he is a good friend, and well, I feel like he's a good friend, and he's my friend, but he has been showing me a lot of things and holding a mirror up to myself, unintentionally, actually, about what things I need to do and how I need to help figure the dynamics between me being a woman and a male, and having that relationship, and having that intimacy that's emotional, that breaks down walls for me not to be more open. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And like I really I was really cut off. And I'm saying, oh yeah, I want to date, but not realizing dating means I need to be more vulnerable and open, and honest with myself about where I am, because I may have wanted it, but I wasn't ready for it. And like my heart wasn't ready for it. And now that it's like, okay, I see I wasn't ready for this because there was other stuff going on, but it was due to loneliness. And I'm like, I don't want to be lonely. I don't want to be out here and not have anybody, and you know what I'm saying? Like it was all of that, this pushing factors. But now I'm like, I'm okay with by myself. But I would like to find someone that wants to share this journey with me and not be ashamed. And they see me for me, and they're like, okay, you're crazy. There's definitely something wrong. But they choose
like
me.
I love your craziness. Yeah.
I choose
I love
you.
all of you who you are, and
right, and they're not going to change me, and they're not going to. There's things that I need to change, of course, and I might not be conducive for how I should be acting and how my perception about stuff. I can change that.
Yeah.
But like you choosing me actively and not giving me not any fear of, okay, you might switch up on me. Or you might go off and you might choose this, because you're showing me this, you're telling me this, but you're showing me something else. I don't want that. I need someone that's going to be stable, and they stable minded. Because sometimes I can, as you see, I go off the rails, but I'll go back to my point, because my derailing has a reason, because it points back to the reason why this happened.
Yes.
Or the reason why this is why I'm thinking this way.
Yeah. So
it's like I need someone to be able to follow me when I I wanna, and then I come back on the track. I need someone that's like, they understand that and they don't try to change me for that. I also want someone that realizes that I come with a whole kid. So it's me and my kid. It's not just me. If you don't love my kid, you hush.
Yeah.
Which you not around me.
Yeah.
You can't, if you don't know how to deal with my kid, then you really don't know how to deal with me. And so it'd just be nice to find someone to be that. I'm not advertising myself, guys.
Yes, she is. Hit her up.
No, it's just the realization of that I'm a woman who wants to be loved, and actually now saying that out loud is a little freeing, because I am a woman who wants to be loved, and I'm deserving of love and attention, and someone valuing me and appreciating me, and I don't have to not want that anymore, or I don't have to act like I don't want that anymore. So it's growth for me has been realizing that I can want things for myself and it's okay.
Yeah. I also think that acting like you don't want it thing is a protection thing because I do it all the time.
It is. It is very much
It's like protecting yourself from getting hurt because you don't want it. I don't want it, so I'm not mad about it because I didn't get hurt. And it's like, but deep down, you know that is what you want.
It is what I want. But also, discernment is it's a very open. Just it don't matter where you hit it. It doesn't matter where it hits, and it don't matter where it lands. Mm-hmm. Sometimes discernment kicks open, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I like this, but there's something I can't put my finger on that's not settling and it's not clicking with me. Mm-hmm. And even in my becoming and me getting my shit together, like I should be able to feel that click, and I don't. So if I don't feel that click with someone, even though I'm connected, or I may be feeling something or feeling type of way, like maybe it's just that's not what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I agree with you. I definitely feel like that's the growth I've had. When dating, I was always like, so you know how the most annoying question, like, what are you looking for? My answer was always, I don't know, whatever. And then I'd let them tell me what they're looking for, and I'd change myself to mold myself to that and be like, I'm okay because that's what I want. And it's only been, like, in the last year or so that I've actually been able to go, this isn't what I want. Yeah. And I actually told someone I was really enjoying spending time with them and actually verbally said, this isn't what I want. This isn't what I'm looking for. And they said, okay. And I went, I ain't gonna lie. The last time I said that to someone, I got cussed out because they were like, oh, this is what you said you were cool with. Yeah. And so I'm just like, wow, you said okay. And they're like, yeah, but I'd like us to stay friends. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you for real, for real? Yeah. And they're like one of my best friends now. Yeah. Like, it's only been a year, but like, he really is like my best friend now. And I'm just like, can I do that again? Like, meet someone that fits? And like, I mean, to be able to verbally say, no, this isn't what works for me, felt so good. Like, I was nervous as hell, but I did it. Yeah. I said it. And that's growth for me. Nice. To be able to be like, no. I mean, that's been my biggest growth change. Saying no and not explaining. Because there'd be so many times, like, I don't want to do something that my friends want me to do, and I would come up with every excuse under the sun. No, I can't make it because I got to do this thing, and da-da-da-da. And now I don't even try to think of anything. I just don't want to do it. My answer is no.
And no is a complete statement.
Yeah, but you know how hard... I also feel like because, like, no tea, no shade to my family, but they're a bunch of, like, low-key manipulators who, like, really want you to do stuff, and if you say no, they go, oh, why not? Please do it, and then I'd be like, okay. And I'm just like, so me saying no was always the hardest thing ever to anyone. Yeah. Anyone asked me for anything, and I'd always just, okay, or I'd come up with like the longest excuse why I couldn't do it. So I feel like for me, being able to just with my whole chest be like, no, full stop is the biggest change for me that I've loved.
I'm proud for you, man.
Thank you.
It's tough. It's tough. People pleasing coming out of that too. Oh yeah. It's tough because like, okay, I don't feel good. I don't like this. Yeah. And now it's like I do stuff because I want to. Mm-hmm. It's not that I'm trying to gain your approval. Yeah. It's because I do it because I want to, but I love that person enough. Like I know what you like. And this is just me showing my love for you. Yeah. Has nothing to do with I'm trying to gain your good graces. No. Exactly. No, there's a difference. And I feel like people don't realize that, like, serving and giving gifts and affirmation, all this stuff, all these type of things, giving and receiving those types of different parts of love are you showing love. Mm-hmm. And, like, it's not a people pleasing type of thing, or it's a not of I'm trying to get. No, like this is the way I show my love.
Yeah. Ooh, gosh, you keep clicking things in my head for me. I'm like, you know what? That's the way I've grown as well. Like, even just being there for people, there was a good chunk of time I'd only show up to other people's events and do stuff because I'm like, if I'm here for them, they'll be there for me. Mm-hmm. And now I'm more like, I'm only going to go because I want to go. Mm-hmm. And if they show up for me, nice. If they don't, it's okay.
It's all right.
Whoever's going to be there for me is going to be there or not. And I'm going to be there because I love you. It's okay if you're here or not.
With you reciprocating that. Yeah. No, like, it's because I want to. Yeah. Because I feel like if I love you and I say you're my family and you part of my tribe, that's what I am. Yeah. I'm going to do what I can. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just in the era of I want to find what wants to find me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like me first it almost sounds selfish, but it's not. Yeah. You gotta do for you first, because how can you pour into other people if you've got nothing inside yourself? And so it's like we've really gotta work on pouring into ourselves first. I bought this book, and I swear I've been telling everybody about it. It's a self-love workbook for women, and I bought it because my daughter was being so down on herself and had low self-esteem and everything, and I was like, we're gonna do this. Yeah. And we're gonna read this and do this workbook together. And I told my mom about it, and she's like, I want to join. I told my sister about it, and I want to join. And we met weekly. Like, we're done the book now, but we met weekly, and it was so interesting to finish it, because at the beginning of the book they give you a test to gauge where your self-esteem on yourself is, and at the end of the book they give you the same test. And to see how great our numbers change, even my mom and sister are very confident in themselves, to see even their numbers go up was just like, I love this. We've got to pour into ourselves. We've got to, work on loving ourselves. And those have been great growth and changes that I've seen. Nice. That I've just loved. I love growth. That's probably why I like gardening.
Yes, gardening is it's so therapeutic.
Yes,
it's so therapeutic. But yeah, I have plants in my house, and that's actually been helping. So I wanna get some more plants. Yeah. Matter of fact, I feel like I should get a plant for celebratory reasons, because it's my birthday.
Yeah, birthday plant. I'm telling you.
But yeah, no, and to finally end on this note, because I need to get this out, if that's okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Growth for me also means that I have figured out that my religion and my salvation and my growth in Jesus Christ is not predicated on anybody else in church.
Yes.
It is my religion, not religion, my relationship. Mm-hmm. It is my growth, and it's my dedication and loyalty to God, not the church. And I had to figure that out. It took me a minute. Yeah. It took me deconstructing and pulling away to realize that I actually do need the community of church. Mm-hmm. But I don't need to depend on the community of church.
That is so true.
So I've grown in that. So it's just been a lot of growth.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So I definitely feel the same. My walk with the Lord is not dependent on the building, the people that we go to, but I do love the community of church. Have I found a church home yet? No, but it's okay.
Okay. Maybe you go to church with me one day.
I would love to.
Yes. Now we have it on film. You have to.
I know. I would love to. That actually happened to me a couple years back. There was this girl I had interviewed for Random Thoughts. Ashley, guys, you all know her. She's on every episode. So Ashley, I was interviewing her. We were just becoming friends. We were co-workers. And I said to myself, I was avoiding her like the plague. She was too cheery for me. And I said to myself, look, Dre, you're complaining about being lonely. You've been complaining about wanting friends. If she invites you to do something outside of coming over to film, say yes.
Okay.
We got done filming. She says, hey, you want to go to church with me? It's a really nice church. And I went, yes. I loved that church.
Nice.
It was an amazing church.
Nice.
They had great like breakout groups on the weekdays that I could go to.
Yeah.
Angel went to the Bible study and she loved it. I remember like we hadn't gone in a while because we had moved, and when we came back she was so excited. She's like walking through the halls. I love that church. I want to get baptized. I'm just like
I love her.
my kid. She had to have been like 8. It was hilarious. I can't. But like, I did enjoy that. So I love like when people invite me to go to church, I'm like, yeah, I'll go. I can't promise I'll become a member or something, but I'm down to go.
Listen, nobody is expecting that. Nobody says that.
Yeah.
Just come to church to fellowship. To get some type of, I wouldn't say even impartation, but just to get filled with something that's going to help you throughout the week.
Yeah.
And then you can take those nuggets to kind of, change a little bit of your mindset of how you see religion and yourself in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I had a bad experience once though. I had 2 roommates, and my one roommate invited me to go to his church, and I was like, yeah, I'll check it out. Angel had to have been like 4 or 5.
Okay.
And he's an older guy, like really old.
Okay.
Like it wasn't like I'm sorry, no.
Yeah.
He's like this really old guy. At the time I wanted to live in Raleigh. My mom was in Durham, and this guy had a room in his house, and so it was me, my daughter, and these 2 men. Like, ooh, it was weird. Yeah. So this guy, he's like an old guy, like talk like this, and the teeth are all yeah. So he invited me to church. So I'm like, okay, I'll go check out his church.
Yeah.
And, like, when they ask you, like, they're doing invocation and you close your eyes and they're like, you want to raise whatever they say makes you raise your hand. I raised my hand, and then I realized they were pulling people that were raising their hands. So I put my hand back down because I didn't want to get pulled. And I still got pulled anyway. And I was just like.
Because they saw it.
I was like, no, it's okay. Yeah, no, come with us. I really don't want to. No, come with us. Okay, fine. So I grab my child, and we're following her, and she takes us back to this room that's got like okay, you ever you ever go to those things where you're gonna sign up for a timeshare? It felt like that. So I'm in this room, there's this long table, and they've got papers in front of you, and they're offering Angel cake, and I'm like, no, we're gonna get going. No, sit down, we're gonna give her some cake. So they give Angel cake and juice, and I really want to get out of here. Next thing you know, they're ringing bells, because there are other people in this room. They're ringing a bell. We got us someone who is a new member. And I'm just like, is that what's happening here? I really just want to go.
That's traumatic.
It was. So someone came around and they were like, you got a church home? I was like, oh no, you got a church home with us. You just sign up, become a member. And I'm just, yeah, no, I just wanted to visit. I really want to how did you hear about it? So it just felt like I was being forced to want to become a member, that it took, I don't remember how I got out of there, but I had talked to the pastor's wife, there were so many people that just kept coming around trying to get me to sign my name on the dotted line and become a member. To become a member. And I'm just like, I just got here. I don't want to become a member. Yeah.
Why do you sign your name to become a member?
No.
Are you selling your soul? Did you sell your soul? Do you have it?
I didn't do it. I refused. I did get out of there somehow. I was just like, I really gotta go. And after that, it took me a good year or 2 before I went back to church again, because I was so like, this was stressful. So now, anytime people ask me to go to church, okay, but I'm not gonna be a member. You can't force
As a
me.
disclaimer, that's crazy that you have to even say that. I'm sorry that happened to
It
you.
was stressful. Well, because when I was a kid, the church we went to, you couldn't become a member that easily. You actually had to get baptized into the church to become a member at the church when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So, signing your name on the dotted line was really stressful. And, it literally felt like being... And they're selling you something, because why are you ringing bells every time someone signed up to be a member?
First thing I thought was you're about to be auctioned off or something.
Right? It was stressful. I was just like,
I don't like that. What church is this? Was it nearby?
No, it was in Raleigh.
Raleigh, where? What's the name?
I know. I don't remember the name of it. It was that long ago. I mean, Angel was 4. She's 18 now. So, it was so long ago. I just remember that it was very close to our house, and God, what was the name of that street? It's like you'll know it if I told you, but I can't think of the name right now. But it was not a nice feeling at all. I didn't like it at all.
Off of this, you find out. Let me know.
I will.
Jesus.
I did not enjoy that, but I will say every church I've been to since has been a positive experience.
Good.
I enjoy going to other people's churches. I enjoy visiting churches. I just haven't I haven't felt the need to become a member of a church or even go regularly. I feel like I commune with God regularly on my own at home, and I do know that it is important as well with people together. So I surround myself with believers. I just haven't found a place that I'm like, yeah, I want to make this home. But yeah, so.
It's okay.
I would love to go to church with you sometime.
But I think you will definitely like my church. I have one church. It's my church. It's called the Lord's Church. We're on Garden Road, so we're
not far from here.
Not far.
Yeah.
We just moved, and then there's another church that I'm just coming from. It's called T-Core. It's an apostolic church. You might like that one as well. So they do a lot of teaching and preaching, but they're really good. So one of those two, you let me know.
Yeah.
We can go between the two.
Oh, man, you just made me think of another church I went to. The pastor, he would preach and then he'd go, write this down. Are you writing it down? And I always felt like he's staring at me, and I'm like, I know that's in my head, but still, like, can you not look over this way? I'm not writing it down. I don't want to write it down.
It's performance pressure.
It was so stressful. Like, please stop looking at me. Did you write it down? Did you write it down? Are y'all writing it down? And he would wait. He would just look at us and wait. And just like, oh my God, please stop asking me to write it down. I don't want to write it down. I heard you. And this is going to be filmed so I can look it back later. Why are we doing this?
Because you need to write it down.
I need to write it down. I can't.
You're reading. But yeah, no, I'm really happy.
Yeah. So spiritual, physical, emotional, and you've been growing. It's beautiful.
Growing, yeah.
I love it. And it sounds like I've been growing as well.
You have.
Yeah.
We've both been growing.
Yay, growth. Guys, let us know what growth and changes you have been making. Again, happy birthday, Kia. And happy almost birthday to me.
Yes, happy birthday to you.
And we will see you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye.